What if Anakin did not need his suit? Part 2. Anakin locked into combat with his children, looked into the eyes of his wife. He thought it was a dream. It couldn't be possible. All those years of research and attempts to bring her back, and she was finally here. Then it clicked in his head. If she was alive, then that means his child was too. Twins, he thought to himself. For the first time in a long time, he felt happiness. But the look of fear and anger in the eyes of his children aimed at him only made him more depressed. His eyes softened to his natural blue. He was feeling so many emotions. He was happy that his family lived. He was angry that he's been apart from them for so many years. He was saddened that Padme had to endure all this. His mind racing a million miles per hour was clouded, and Ahsoka took advantage of this. She would attack Anakin without him noticing her, slashing her saber across Anakin's back. He screamed in pain. Luke would then graze his thigh, dropping him to the ground. Leia, coming down with the fatal strike, would be stopped by Obi-Wan, screaming no, force pushing the children away. Anakin would be surrounded by everyone he loved at one point in his life. The memories of being a Padawan to Obi-Wan, or him being a master to Ahsoka, rushed to his head, along with the memories he created with Padme. He got in this to protect her, and all he's done is hurt everyone. Obi-Wan would speak. Anakin, I tried to help you. By the time I got the fire extinguished, the Emperor was right above. I had to get Padme to safety. We have been in hiding in fear of what Palpatine would do to your children. Every day I look into the Force to see if you are okay. You're my brother, Anakin. I love you. Anakin, peering up into Padme's eyes, seeing the heartbreak, would say, I'm sorry, my love. All I wanted was for you to be safe. Ahsoka would reach her hand out to Anakin. Master, it's not too late. Come back with us. Anakin would go to speak, only to be cut off by Ahsoka, saying, It's okay, Master. Anakin reached his hand out to grab Ahsoka. As Anakin stood up, a Star Destroyer came into orbit, descending its way into the atmosphere. Ahsoka would sarcastically give thanks to Anakin for calling it in, but Anakin would respond saying he didn't. Little to Anakin's knowledge, a coup had been forming against him within the Empire. They grew old of the lack of growth within the Empire, feeling Anakin was too emotional and fixated upon the Jedi and attempting to bring back his dead wife that he lacked the necessary motives to provide security and strength of the Empire for years to come, that there was only one true Emperor, Palpatine. This would all be explained to Anakin via hologram. Before the Star Destroyer from above would prepare to fire down on Anakin and the Jedi, Anakin was the closest, if not already there, to his full potential. He would tell Obi-Wan, Ahsoka, Padme, and his children to run and to escape this planet. Coordinates to a planet safe from the Empire for them to head to. He told them he would buy them some time. Padme would rush up to him, saying, I just got you back. I won't leave you. Anakin would respond, Don't worry, I'll be right behind you. As soon as he finished that sentence, lasers from the Star Destroyer would begin to fall. Anakin quickly put his hands up, deflecting the rain of fire in directions around everyone. He would yell to them to run, struggling to deflect it all. The group reluctantly ran away. Each one of their eyes began to fill with tears. Anakin would begin to push stronger, throwing the shots back towards the Star Destroyer, but it was useless against their shields. They would hold fire to prepare to launch TIE fighters. Anakin knew the odds were against him, but he refused to back down. He had always been powerful in the Force, and now he would use that power to turn the tide of the battle. As he closed his eyes, he reached out with the Force, sensing the presence of the nearby Star Destroyer hovering in the sky. He focused all of his energy and concentration, willing the massive ship to come crashing to the ground. To the shock and amazement of those around him, Anakin's will was made manifest. The Star Destroyer shook and trembled, its engines roaring as it began to plummet towards the ground. The crew of the ship would begin to scramble and attempt to stop it, but they could not. The ship began to fall faster and faster. Obi-Wan and the rest of the crew would reach the ship they had hidden out in the wild. They would look out to the horizon to see the Star Destroyer nosediving towards the planet, as a huge explosion would take place, leaving Anakin nowhere to be seen. Padme, not wanting to leave without him, would be forced to by Obi-Wan and Ahsoka, sobbing as their ship launched into space, heading to the coordinates given by Anakin.